A strange group of people called the Woke Content Detectors made a list of woke games, so I took the liberty of ripping their spreadsheet onto my computer to find out which game studio is the wokest. This is so dumb. Once I was in, I filtered out everything they decided wasn't woke and got to work tallying up the number of games from each publisher. Are you ready to find out if your favorite game studio is woke? Let's get into it. The vast majority of the over 500 game studios on the list have under 5 woke games to their name, and it's not until the top 22 that we get more from one studio. Some notable mentions in this section are Capcom, PlayStation Studios, Bethesda, Paradox Interactive, Square Enix, and Sega. But I don't think you're here for the small numbers. The list really starts kicking off at number 6. Xbox and Microsoft Game Studios have a total of 12 woke games, among which are Minecraft Bedrock Edition, Halo Infinite, and Flight Simulator 2024, because apparently women and people of color can't be pilots anymore. Next up at number 5, we have Activision with 13 woke games, 8 of which are Call of Duty. Now you might be thinking, how did Call of Duty end up on this list? The only answer I can give you is because women don't exist in the army. Duh. Number 4 with 15 games is Raw Fury. I hadn't heard of this one before, but their mission statement mentions caring about emotions, so I guess that explains it. One of their most popular games is Cassette Beasts, which is woke because all companions can be romanced regardless of the player's gender. Oh god, what are we gonna do? Heading into the top 3, we have one of the best known publishers, Electronic Arts. EA has 16 games on the list, including Battlefield 5, because as we've established, only white men exist in war. This game contains historically inaccurate, strong female characters, because those don't exist. Trust me, bro. At number 2 is Ubisoft, who blow everything out of the water with 28 games. However, this isn't nearly as extreme as it sounds because 18 of these are Assassin's Creed. My favorite note was on Liberation, where they call the player character an improbable black female assassin who fights to free slaves. This is very improbable. Nothing like this has ever happened. Before we get to number 1, pause here and leave a comment with how many woke games you think will fill that slot. While you're down there, be sure to also leave a like if you've enjoyed this so far. Finally, taking the number 1 title for most woke game publisher, I've actually never heard of them. Choice of Games is the world's largest publishing house for interactive novels, which I suppose makes the 40 games that made the list seem a little more reasonable. It's also worth mentioning that all of their games are entirely text-based, so do with that what you will. They seem like a great company that genuinely wants to uplift players through interactive escapism and gender-funky club kids. And that concludes the wokest games list. Did any of these surprise you, or are you just reassured that your favorite game studios actually have your back? If you enjoyed this video, definitely go and check out the other ones on my channel and subscribe if you like what you see.